Ciao.
Here we go. Chow time. It's chow time. Oh, let me show you some masks that I got.
Ooh.
Woohoo! You ready? You ready for this? Boom, boom, there.
Oh my god, it's in Squid Games. Oh, that is amazing. I love
I remember
that.
that.
The people that orchestrate the game wear those masks. They're like a lot of affluent, like rich people, that are
The elites.
putting the
Oh,
elites putting
this
in
could go into another subject that we could talk about. Let's just talk about the global elites that are ruling our world right now.
Yeah. Let's talk
Hey,
about
you want to know what I want to do? Those people, I want to do this. Look what? What? Damn it! Damn it! Dragon butt. This is what I
Oh,
want to do. Those people.
oh my god, look at that. Say hello, Cindy.
You want to play a game?
Cindy.
Oh! Shit.
Oh god, is it-
All right, Ghost Face, you can go ahead and just turn off now. Thank
go
you.
ahead.
Go on, get it.
You know, you remember that Tom Green mask that he wore in Japan, where he's like, boop, 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 boop.
That's what I did with this thing. Remember, I did that with this. I was like, boop, 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 boop.
Oh my god.
So I wanted to read some things about Halloween, some of the origins of Halloween, of Hallows Eve. So,
Yeah.
Halloween origins. Carving pumpkins, trick-or-treating, and wearing scary costumes are some of the time-honored traditions of Halloween. Yet, the Halloween holiday has its roots in the ancient Celtic festival Samhain. It's a
Wow.
Gaelic word. I mean, you would never think it's called Samhain because it's spelled Samhain.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's Samhain, but you're supposed to pronounce it Samhain,
Saw
even though
win.
it
Okay.
sounds like Sam Hain. Anyway,
Sam
it's a
Hain.
it's a pagan religious celebration to welcome the harvest at the end of summer, when people would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off ghosts.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And
I didn't know this origin, like about the naming convention either. That's really interesting.
yeah,
Sam Hain.
Sam Hain,
Max Payne.
Sammy Haynes. In the 8th century, Pope Gregory the Third, that's a very prestigious name there, designated November 1st as a time to honor saints. The evening before All Saints' Day was known as All Hallows' Eve, and later it was called Halloween. Here is a look at the origins of some of the classic Halloween traditions we know today. First off is carving jack-o'-lanterns. The tradition of carving jack-o'-lanterns originated in Ireland using turnips instead of pumpkins.
Mm.
And it is allegedly based on a legend about a man named Stingy Jack, who repeatedly trapped the devil and only let him go on the condition that Jack would never go to hell.
Wow.
Yeah. But
Stingy Jack.
Get this though. But when Jack died, he learned that heaven did not want his soul either. So
Ooh,
he was
ouch.
forced to wander the earth as a ghost for eternity. So the devil, the devil,
The
the devil,
gimpy
the
devil.
devil,
The gimpy ass devil.
the gimpy ass devil gave Jack a burning lump of coal and a carved out turnip to light his way. Locals
Oh
eventually
wow.
began carving scary faces into their own turnips to frighten away evil spirits.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It seems like it
So,
would take time to carve up a turnip because it's not hollow.
yeah. Yeah. And that thing would be a bitch to hollow out.
I thought that was the premise of Halloween. You're hollowing out the pumpkin. It's Halloween. I'm just kidding.
So, the festival of Samhain marked the transition to the new year at the end of the harvest and the beginning of the winter. Celtic people believed that during the festival, spirits walked the earth. Later on, Christian missionaries introduced All Souls Day on November 2nd, which perpetuated the idea of the living coming into contact with the dead around the same time of the year.
Crazy how many places do and do not celebrate Halloween. Like, when you're younger, you kind of think it's like a global kind of celebration, and it's not. It's kind of isolated to certain
Yeah.
regions or areas.
Well, I think it's just it's different traditions based off of circumstantial events that happened in different parts of the world, and then whatever cultures and races came to migrate over here to the States, they brought those traditions here, and so that's why the United States but then the United States, has the ability to build upon wealth better and easier than other countries do because we have the ability to grow and work up the ladder. There's no like socialism to where everybody has to just stay the same. So, but then the double-edged sword of the capitalism part is that it could become a monopoly. And so therefore marketing strategies could go to an extreme. You can have more toxic stuff and get away with it and find loopholes. But there I go diving again into the rabbit hole. So I'll just come back out now. All right. In order to avoid being terrorized by the evil spirits walking the earth during Samhain, the Celts donned disguises so that they would be mistaken for spirits themselves and be left alone. Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, like this,
Like Ghostface. That is the legend of Ghostface. His origin story derives from this. That's really
Yes.
interesting. Wow.
So that's all interesting stuff, yes?
Yes. And have you seen the old school like Halloween costumes like from the early 1900s, how creepy they are?
Yeah.
When the families would take pictures together, like a family photo, and it looks like something literally from a horror movie, like in
Well, it looks
today's.
like eyes wide shut type of stuff.
Yeah, it's really creepy.
Masks and like masquerading ones, those crying clowns and
Yeah.
scary shit. Yeah, some scary stuff. Those are
Like,
always
wow.
the creepiest ones to me.
It's interesting, like the way Halloween was described to me when I was younger was that it's a day just to be, fun and like celebrate characters or people that you admire and things like that, like in
Yeah.
a different, it was kind of like highlighted in a different way, rather like to take yourself out of the mindset of having to have something that's scary or gory or bloody or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, there was like a more, I guess, child like whimsical version of it that was introduced to me.
Like for the little kids, they'd always dress up as Disney characters or Marvel superheroes.
It's really interesting this year that those that are striking, like for SAG-AFTRA, they're like all of the actors basically that are part of that guild are not allowed to participate in Halloween as part of the strike.
Really?
Yeah, like they're encouraging all of those union members to not participate, not wear any costumes associated with any of the films that they've made. It's like,
wow.
Okay, so you have to basically not even celebrate a holiday if you're on strike. Like a lot of people have children too that are in that genre, spotlight. So it's like
Right.
kind of silly, I think. Like it has nothing to do with anything.
It really doesn't. And not only
point.
that, but it just reminds you of the hive mind all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, aren't we individuals that can make our own decisions? And I get that you want it, like whoever chooses to do the cause or whatever, that's fine. That's your free will. However, maybe the reason why they're doing it is because they signed the contract. So therefore, when you bind yourself to a contract, just like how Ursula made Ariel sign a contract, to basically give the rights of her voice over. That's basically, that's just how it goes. You decided, you made that choice. You can't play victim, and so it sucks though. Yeah, you have to just read all the fine print. That's another thing too. Everybody must make sure to be aware of, especially during this time. during this time, we're having this lunar eclipse, right? We're having this major shift in the nodes. On top of that, we still have two big players in the sign of Taurus, Uranus and Jupiter. They're going to be going direct soon, I think. I know Saturn's going direct in Pisces very soon here, in the next 2 weeks or so. When that happens, we need to really be cautious as to all the fine print. Read all the fine print on your contracts that you're signing, whether it be documents for home insurances and things you own, things that you agree to in regards to even like making contracts with people, business contracts, even, just be very wary as to what you're doing and what you're allowing, because essentially that's how they get you. They make things extra long, just like they do fucking in government. All the bills they create like 3,000 pages long, and it's all the bunch of shit put in there so that they can just get away with it. Oh yeah, because they know automatically that no one's gonna want to take the time. Like, it'd take you a month to read through all of it, and I'm sure it's just a bunch of gobbledygook, and it's even easier for them to do it now because Chat GPT. Hell, I would not even be shocked if they had Chat GPT for many, many years, longer than we realize, and they were using
Oh, they
it,
have. It's
and
been
they've
in beta.
been the ones using it and taking advantage of it, and just recently decided, maybe they didn't even decide to let it out, maybe it was leaked out, and that's why they had no choice but to allow it out.
There's a huge race for AI competition, like
Yeah.
who can leverage, the more proficient technologies, and there's just a massive wave from everything from AI typed, generated, whatever, out to pictures to everything, the voice imprints. Like, there's just no end to the AI.
Yeah.
And also, I just saw an update on WhatsApp, and there's an AI chatbot that's been added in there. I don't know if anyone's noticed that, but you can have it says, "Do you want to have a conversation with an AI chatbot?" I'm going to literally screenshot it and show you. And you can just ask it any question, and it has like little faces, like, "Oh, you could pick this celebrity chatbot that looks like Kendall Jenner, and this random person here." And they all have like celebrity like logos, but like weird names, like, "Oh, that's Elsa," but it has like a Kylie Jenner face,
That's
and you
so
can
weird.
talk to it. Like, that's so sad. Like in our society, if we feel that lonely, we have to talk to a computer algorithm and strike up a
Mm.
conversation,
It's
because
so sad.
we're
Yeah.
further, like, the more technology we have, we're like further deviating from like connecting with humanity, because it's taking us out of that range, because now there's different levels of accessibility. It's just like people that are getting those dolls, like, to
Yeah.
replace like
A
having
real
to
human
put,
being.
yeah, to replace like having to put the effort forth to forge a real connection. They'd rather just, take the easy way out and, be with a
Yeah.
doll.
You
I
know
don't
what this
know. It's just,
reminds me of? This reminds me of a astrology thing that's going on right now. So right now, the planet Neptune. Neptune is known for illusions. Neptune is known for,
yeah.
it's in Pisces. It's in its main sign right now. Pluto going back and forth between Capricorn and Aquarius, but it's moving into Aquarius. Aquarius represents that type of thing. Well, Capricorn represents establishments, represents governments, elites, the top head honchos. Aquarius represents AI, innovation, but then it's like it's coming after the big ball players, right, are able to kind of solidify things the way they want. We could easily be fooled by this. It's the combination of Pluto and Aquarius and Neptune and Pisces. Yeah.
Wow, that's really good food for thought, especially with, you
They're
know,
close together, yeah. So
the
that's,
illusionary
oh my gosh,
element.
it's kind of scary, honestly. But yeah, I don't want to
Oh
get
my
too
god.
down about it, but it really is, it's Pluto and Aquarius, and it's Neptune and Pisces. Pisces is the 12th sign, even though there's actually arguments of it not being the 12th sign. So, and I could see that maybe it might not be, but I don't want to go to that. It is right after Aquarius though, so they're right next to each other in the stars, or on the wheel anyway. So that just means Pluto and
Wow.
Neptune are working together in
They're teaming up, an
yeah,
epic duo.
yeah, but
Oh
nothing is
wow.
nothing is nothing is hopeless though. I mean, I will never I will I don't I will never say never. I just said never, but I will never say never in regards to not
Okay.
like they're not being hope. I just said never
Yeah.
again. Whatever. You guys understand what I'm trying
Never
to
say
say
never
here. Okay?
again. Okay.
You understand
Okay.
what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Okay?